Hello, welcome back. We're gonna be playing the Tier 2, as I failed to pronounce words properly, the Tier 2 cruiser on the Japanese side. This is the Chikuma, or however you feel like pronouncing it. I think it's Chikuma. I don't think there's a ch sound in Japanese, but there may be, I don't know. After this vessel, I think we're gonna go down the battleship line, because at the moment Japan is the only one with the battleship line, and the US is the only one with the carrier line, so I'll have US carriers and Japanese battleships. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and jump into battle. This'll be the first random, well, proper, I guess, kinda, I don't know. First random battle regular match that I've recorded. There, that'll do. There's a lot of people playing tier 4s right now, and tier 5s, which is, I'm gonna be honest, that's basically true in every game Wargame has ever made. There's usually a large cluster of people between 4 and 6, so. Because they generally have it set up so that it's fairly easy to get to tier 5, but then advancing beyond tier 5 starts to take a lot of time. And I do mean a lot of time. It seems like the tier 4 vessels, and there are apparently a lot of them because it keeps making new matches, are siphoning off our tier 3, so that's slowing down our match. That is a problem, I suppose. There's also not a whole lot of people who are up here in the tier 10 and 9 range, but there are some people, mostly alpha players, that are actually up there. Not all alpha players, but mostly alpha players. There's also some people from the weekend beta tests that are up there pretty high in the tiers. Weekend beta tests were technically alpha people as well, if I'm gonna be honest. They just didn't have continuous access to the game. There's a heck of a wait. Freaking stop stealing our tier 3s. We need those. There's also a lot of destroyers in the queue. And aircraft carriers, because everyone wants to play an aircraft carrier, like I do, because it's new and interesting. So we got, what, 7? Yeah. 7v something. I don't know how many people are on the other team, but 7v something. 7v7. So we've got mostly a tier 1 and 2 match. Well, actually entirely a tier 1 and 2 match, but mostly a tier 2 match here. Got lots of Chikumas. They have... It's mostly cruisers. Both sides have 2 destroyers apiece. Destroyers are dangerous. I shouldn't say destroyers are dangerous, but you know what I mean. Someone on Reddit pointed out a hotkey that you could hit, which in this case it was Control X, and that will it locks your armament on a relative bearing. So then if I turn, they stay there. So basically it acts like a lock. So I can unlock them. What is Shift X? I think that's sector. So those will actually turn when the ship does, but Control X, they'll lock it. And those guns will do their thing, I guess. I don't know. I guess. That's the thing that happens. I don't know how useful it is. Generally, I'll just point my guns in a direction and hold right mouse button. I think, yeah, that functions the same way that just hitting Control X does. I forgot how freaking maneuverable this ship is compared to some other stuff I've used. And I do recommend locking your turrets preemptively in a direction that you believe you will be shooting. I'm actually gonna no, we'll go full. I was gonna slow down because I don't like being in the front. The person in the front gets shot at a lot, so I tend to like avoiding that. Part of my boat down there is very shiny. He is within my range, so I'm also getting shot at, yep, straight from the front, and that's what I was worried about, would be there people over here. This guy is more of a threat than the other dude, so We'll go ahead and get a volley or two mayhaps off on this guy. We actually missed.
Our team has taken the lead.
He's going real slow, so I might be able to... Actually, go left, maybe. This is, I suppose, where it'd be nice to lock some turrets, because I got stuff all around me, including some torpedoes. And that is why destroyers are dangerous, as well as some cruisers. Oh, he's going backwards, balls. Destroyers do all of the damage. They do all of it. And I am so far out by myself here. He's starting to go forward now. There's that destroyer. Destroyers are tiny, they're hard to hit, they're fast, they're agile, so they can turn on a dime, but they have basically no health and they light on fire like nobody's business. This dude's going way faster than I'm actually giving him credit for. I don't think I've hit this guy yet, have I? Close. Oh, hello. How are you? Well, I'm all sorts of out of position. I'm actually gonna head this way. We'll help get some shots on this guy. He's about to, yeah, he's getting wrecked by torpedoes, so I guess we didn't need to help. We got that guy on my flank still. I don't think I can hit this guy. He's too close to the mountain, the hill. He's doing that thing that a lot of players seem to do. Ooh, nice. I hit a citadel. Where they'll sit there. I'm crossing in front of someone. I apologize to that guy. They'll sit there completely stationary behind an island or something, which makes it really easy. Oop, he's decided to move. Ooh, he has a friend. Makes it really easy to get shots on him. I, however, am out in front, and that destroyer is still over there, probably firing torpedoes at me because it's a destroyer and that's what they do. Citadel. Well, I hit the citadel. I'm trying to keep my bearings straight at this destroyer, who I think just shot shells at me, of all things. Yep, there's the torpedoes. He has missed. I don't have any idea what he's shooting at. I'm pretty far out of position. Not gonna lie. The destroyer's still firing volleys at me. I don't care about destroyer main guns. I care about torpedoes. That's the dangerous part. Thankfully, it appears... Okay. It appears he's not necessarily the greatest accuracy on his torpedoes. He has a lot of them. I'll give him that. He's also shooting me in the side now. I have a destroyer friend of my own, but I'm taking a lot of damage from these two cruisers, so... I am going down. There's also torpedoes, which will miss. Barely, but they will miss. So that guy's dead. I'm still alive, but I still have... Oh, he's dead. Very good shot, destroyer. I still have this freaking destroyer on my back here who's dropping smoke, so... He's turning too sharp. Almost hit him. Put some... I don't need to hit him much. There we go. I don't need to hit destroyers much with those guns. Just once or twice will do. So there we go. I lived. I didn't kill anyone. I got one crit, one citadel. I'm not very good at aiming, I've noticed, but I try. 1650, 16500, whatever you want, bollocks. Who was it that I got the citadel hit on? I think it was the Chikuma. Oh no, it was the... Must have been a Katori or something. It was that thing that was stationary, and I don't think that was the Chikuma. I think that came up later. I took 17,000 damage, that's fair enough. Mostly from AP. And bollocks, and things, and whatever all of that stuff is. Let's see, we have 1,300 experience. How much does it take to research a Kawachi? 2,600. I could do it now, because I've got some free experience somewhere. But I don't think I want to. So we'll go back, not to the tank tree, that's not what I wanted to do. Back to the port. We'll go back, we'll do another battle. I guess I'll do maybe 2 battles per video or something like that, but we'll do another battle here with the Chikuma. Chikuma. I keep... whatever. I'll just pronounce it 17 different ways, basically every time I mention it. We'll start getting into later tier battles, obviously, later on, when I actually have later tier vessels with which to shoot things at. Shoot at things with. Whatever. And that'll include an aircraft carrier at some point. I need to figure out how aircraft carriers work and how to counteract them. For the most part, they sit in the back and launch planes. That's, I mean, fair enough. That's about all my extensive knowledge on aircraft carriers, though. Which I'm supposed you've already noticed isn't necessarily the most extensive of knowledge, so... This is an encounter battle. And I think that just means there's a single base capture point and it's in the middle of the map. You can use this mode, by the way, this camera view, to, you know, pilot your vessel, but I prefer the camera view up top. There is an awful lot of destroyers, which I don't like. That means torpedoes are going to be coming out like crazy. So I'm actually going to... probably turn right. But for the time being, we're actually just going to sit here. As is basically everyone else, apparently. Yeah, let's go ahead and start moving at half speed while we turn here. I don't have doubts that there's going to be a lot of people rushing mid here. Also, Mason thinks his ship is garbage. It's a Tetsuda. I don't know, is that thing that comes after the Chikuma? I don't know. Takes too long to reload, does shit damage. Don't use HE. Unless you want to crit people like crazy that have no armor. Like destroyers, or at least low tier destroyers. I don't know how much armor high tier destroyers have. Probably not that much still. Let's go ahead and start moving at full speed. Yeah. So the enemy is already in the base capture zone, as is one of our own. We can't see them though, because one of the people on their team has plopped down a smoke, which is not a bad idea. These people are slightly outside of my range. My range is about 10, I think. 10.1 or something like that, I don't know exactly, but... So he's moving that way. It's smoke over there, so I'm not going to ever get a good shot on that. So we'll take what we can against that guy. I didn't hit him, but whatever. I wasn't expecting to. We're going to go around the north side here with our compadres. Yeah, it's a double click to fire all guns, it seems. Let's see what kind of shot we got here. Not good enough. We hit his gun. Also smoke. We did hit his gun, I'll give myself that much there. Couple hits there. I don't know if he's changing his speed. I'm gonna make the assumption that he's not, but that's the last shot we're getting off anyway. Crit something. Probably his gun again. It's a thing I tend to shoot a lot at. Mostly accidentally. When trying to just hit him in general, I'll just hit his gun on accident or whatever. So he's still there. He's got some torpedoes coming at him. Shooting too far forward. He may have a damaged engine, or he was slowing down to avoid those torpedoes, which is fair enough. I need to be careful of this ship in front of me. The reload on this thing. I don't really want to be over there, but I do need to turn. Actually, we could keep going this way. We're gonna be out of the fight for a while here. Maybe. That's a miss. Destroyers are so hard to hit, especially... He turned. Especially when they start maneuvering.
Attention, reporting the target position.
What about target position? I don't know. Something happened. I've never heard that before, so I'm moderately confused about what the heck that was. I'm also using HE still. Go ahead, swap ammo while we pull over here. And this guy has opted to turn around, which I see why he's opted to do that. This guy is going quick, and he turned. Barely missed. Yeah, he's maneuvering.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I would concentrate fire on him, but there's basically no chance I'm gonna hit that guy, so we'll take a shot at this dude over here. A pretty good shot, but not good enough. Oh, hello. Didn't realize there was another cruiser over there. So that guy's dead.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
He was in the wrong place at the right time, depending on how you look at this. Now we have to deal with a cruiser. Obviously a cruiser is more dangerous than that destroyer. We're also about to run into a mountain. Or not a mountain, a freaking... Yeah, we're gonna run into this. Oh, well. Am I even still hitting him? No. Is he turning? Nobody's volleying me, which I'd prefer he stop. I don't have many guns that are actually capable of targeting him at the moment because of the foolishness that I've decided to do here. Also, I've done basically no damage to this guy. I forgot to turn. I did all that, I backed up and everything, and I forgot to turn. God dang it. I was wondering why it was fussing at me for so long. It's because I forgot to turn the boat. To actually make that turn. I would be dead, I'm gonna die anyway, but I would be even more dead if there was actually damage for hitting ground. He's turning still. He's still focused all of his firepower on me. Which again, I wish he wasn't. My other guy's getting some shots on him, but it's not really helping. Also, there's torpedoes. I am not dead. Technically. I'm technically not dead. Now I am. I'm surprised that torpedo didn't hit me. That was real close. So we've got 3 cruisers left. One of them is so far out of position it doesn't even count. This is the boat that I have as well. It's also the one that was shooting at me from the middle. Or was that one? That's that one that was actually shooting at me that I'm talking about. It has a lot of guns. It can broadside like crazy. The individual guns don't hit for a lot, but they hit frequently, so. They can do some pretty good damage. Kinda wish he'd help finish off that guy, but at this point I don't know if he can get a shot off anyway. Also, it looks like he's dead. Yep. So they've got 2 left. One's a destroyer. And a cruiser of some description. A St. Louis. Oh, fair enough. We should win this. If anything, we should win it based on capture. But the destroyer, unless it gets real good torpedo shots off... Oh, there's that. Excuse me, unless it gets really good torpedo shots off, which it can, they're very hard to see, our destroyers. And they're very agile, they can sneak up on you. As can torpedoes, for that matter, but... I wish you could follow shells that other people fired. You can only really do this. You can't even go into the individual gun camera. Which kinda sucks. I wish you could, but whatever. We can watch him get shot at. Now there's a burning hole on the side of his boat. Hooray! Flaming holes. So this guy's getting the crap shot out of him, so he's not providing any capture, really. He also missed every one of those shots, I'm pretty sure. Destroyer died somehow. I guess that guy must have killed him. I don't know when, but looks like this guy's gonna go down fairly quickly. Ellison, I think that's that guy. Yeah, he did good. Well done, Ellison. I didn't really do good, but that guy did, so we won. Let's go see what this guy's up to. Other than being on fire, he's just firing shots willy-nilly over there. Fair enough. We might lose our ally here. We didn't. We would have if the match went on for about 2 more seconds, because he was getting shot at, I think, still. So I did basically nothing, didn't I? Yeah. Basically got carried by those two. Jolak, I think, was the one that was near me. And I did very little damage, which is a bit disappointing. 3 minutes of that match was me not in combat. Sounds about right, I suppose. We lit that guy on fire, though, I think. I think that's what that means, or maybe that's killed. I don't know. I did kill somebody, so... Before we end this, I suppose I should point out this, because this is a new thing, I think. I don't know if World of Warplanes did it, but no one should play that anyway, so I don't care. But you actually have a rank. And I don't know how many of these ranks they're going to put in, but there's a lot of them. There's 20 currently. Takes a while to level these up as well. But they unlock things as you level. So you start off and you can only do co-op battles. You're level 1. Level 2 you get random battles. Level 3 you get the daily missions, which are kind of neat. Level 4 you get the free experience thing unlocked, which we can't use because we don't have any piasters, whatever. Level 5 you get a ship commander. So next time I record, we're probably going to have ship commanders so they can master and use skills that improve ship parameters. I don't know how that works, but either way you get ship commanders, and then 7 is you can upgrade various systems of a ship to enhance battle performance. I don't know how this works. Seems kind of cool though, and then the rest of these are unavailable and I don't know what actually is going to come up from that. Here's my summary, by the way. I used to have a 20% victory rating, but to be fair, I've only participated in a few, so those numbers vary quite a lot. I've survived very few of my battles, which is sad, but there you go. I've done 209,000 damage. Is that good? I don't know, but I feel fairly good with it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.